Guy Spier, The Education of a Value Investor, My Transformative Quest for Wealth, Wisdom, and Enlightenment. Embark on a transformational journey with Guy Spier in The Education of a Value Investor, as he unravels the shortcomings of elite education and provides insights on how to navigate the world of finance ethically. The summary delves into the flaws of conventional business theories taught in top institutions, and highlights the importance of incorporating human instincts and critical thinking. Explore how a value investing philosophy, inspired by Warren Buffett, helped Spier make ethical choices in the unpredictable and unforgiving financial world. As you progress, you will learn how to cultivate a positive mindset, develop a strong moral compass, and establish mutually beneficial connections within a professional network.
The fatal flaws of elite education. Elite education has a fatal flaw: it focuses too much on theory and rational thinking, neglecting the importance of human instincts and critical thinking. This kind of education is not practical and doesn't prepare students for the real world. As a result, highly educated people from elite schools can miss major events such as financial crises. Although elite schools teach specific technical skills, theories, and economic models, they neglect the real-world experience, which means they don't apply to the actual business world. The assumptions that these theories are based on are far from the actual conditions in the real world. Therefore, elite education can make students feel sublimely intelligent, but they often ignore the valuable advice of more experienced people because they consider them inferior. To complicate things further, unconventional ways of thinking are often condemned in elite institutions. So if you come up with an idea or argument that differs radically from the norm, it's likely you'll keep it to yourself, as sharing it may result in you being accused of lunacy. Ethical dilemma in a profit-oriented investment bank. A new employee at a lucrative investment bank faces a moral dilemma of whether to participate in the firm's dishonest practices to succeed or maintain ethical standards. The book addresses the challenge of moral fraud in Wall Street firms and the pressure to prioritize profit over principles. It examines how some companies use unethical strategies to maximize their profits and how new employees are lured into playing along. The book urges aspiring professionals to uphold sound morals in their career and not compromise their principles. It highlights common ethical issues in the finance industry and provides helpful tips for avoiding moral fraud while still achieving success. Overall, the book serves as a guide for individuals seeking to build a career based on sound morals and integrity. The Power of Value Investing. This book's summary explores the value investing philosophy of Warren Buffett, which emphasizes the long-term development and potential of a firm. Unlike short-term risky investments, it focuses on the business itself, considering not only its current value but also its future potential. By using this ethical approach, investors can succeed in financial business without compromising their morals. The author, who was disillusioned with his job at D.H. Blair, read about Buffett's philosophy and turned his life around. Finding a good role model in business is essential. Simply imitating the behavior of your role model and trying to understand the motivation behind it can make you more successful. The book's summary highlights the importance of changing one's approach to achieve success and follow the path of an ethical investor. The power of a positive attitude. To succeed in a new project, one needs to cultivate a positive attitude and a practical way of thinking. This involves being aware of one's emotions and personal shortcomings, and not comparing oneself to others. It also means breaking away from traditional business practices that may not align with your goals. Prioritizing ethics over profit can establish credibility, trust, and long-lasting relationships with customers and investors. By following this approach, the author achieved success in a single portfolio, a decision that many considered foolish. Developing a positive attitude and mindset can be challenging, but it is essential for success. Authentic networking. Networking that includes genuine care, gratitude, and favors is more effective for developing personal goodwill and business success. Viewing every contact as someone to learn from, expressing gratitude, honesty and helpfulness to clients will make them interested in your work and influence them to trust your decisions. Authentic networking leads to a change in mindset, putting relationships before money, and a desire to give back to society. Small acts of kindness can gradually grow, leading to doing big favors for others and caring more about social responsibility than personal wealth, as exemplified by Warren Buffett's philanthropy. Value investing in financial crisis. The financial crisis of 2007 to 2008 was a terrifying moment for the financial world, but value investors stayed calmer than others. This is because value investors situate themselves in an intellectual environment that doesn't rattle their nerves, and they avoid risky businesses. As a result, their hedge funds are more stable. During a financial crisis, many businesses sell for less than their intrinsic value because of fearful investors. This is an opportunity for value investors to buy shares of a company promising high profits in the future. Being a value investor requires commitment to investments and not selling them if their value begins to drop. In conclusion, value investors can depend on their business philosophy when everyone else is panicking, and even generate future profits. Distractions and finance. Why are distractions so common in finance, and how do they impact our decision-making? The neocortex, the most instinctive part of our brain, is activated when dealing with money, making financial decisions prone to mood swings and irrationality. Moreover, willpower is a limited resource, and constantly resisting distractions can exhaust it, making us prone to mistakes. The key is to create a stable working environment, from choosing the right city to designing an office that suits our habits. By becoming aware of our shortcomings and distractions, we can distance ourselves from them and make better financial decisions. Mastering the mind in business. To avoid the pitfalls of irrational behavior in business, develop investing tools like checklists and routines. These rules and routines create predictability and order, removing complexity from the decision-making process. To prevent being influenced by others, establish a code, like only buying things that are worth it. Using a personal checklist can also help you avoid obvious mistakes. The author's personal checklist includes 80 questions that focus on a company's intrinsic value and stability of its value chain. Avoid intoxication of the brain when making decisions and reflect on previous mistakes in business. Developing investing tools can help gain control of the decision-making process and keep you focused on your strong business instincts. The value of value investing philosophy. The value investing philosophy not only helps you succeed in finance but also transforms you into a better person. By developing a network of mutual friendship and establishing a benevolent cycle, you become a giver instead of a taker. This leads to an overall positive influence in your community and enhances your sense of true friendship. Furthermore, the philosophy helps you understand your inner fears, biases, and desires, leading to personal growth and self-knowledge. With this, you become more equipped to deal with the uncertainties of the financial world and make rational decisions. Playing strategic games such as bridge also helps you transfer essential finance skills. The value investing philosophy is indeed a worthwhile investment in both finance and life.
In conclusion, the education of a value investor teaches us that a firm foundation in ethics combined with a value investing philosophy is essential to create a sustainable and successful career in the world of finance. This journey of self-discovery with Guy Spier not only highlights the inadequacies of conventional business teachings, but also pushes the boundaries of what is possible when we choose to focus on long-term development, authentic relationships, and sound decision-making. By embracing the ideas and strategies presented in this summary, you can transform your career and build a more stable, morally grounded future for yourself while positively impacting those around you.